Hello, I'm Brigitte Kramer, and we're right in Berlin, close to the Radialsystem 5. It's called number 5, as it's an old Pumpstation that was pumping water into the city from the River Spree. Jochen, her husband, he's an addict for new cameras, so he always had a digital camera from the smaller to the bigger, and he constantly filmed. So what you see in my film is partially material he filmed when we were, for example, flea markets, and Sasha found the historical sofa, which is the biggest part in Allee der Kosmonauten. Besides the dancers, naturally, but that's the main piece on stage. So he filmed constantly, and he allowed me to look in all these boxes. So in the boxes, I discovered beautiful material. You see this piece you saw today, an old piece, travelogue, and so it was a treasure. It was a big treasure to look into Jochen's boxes, because in the beginning, you know, when somebody is not famous, nobody's filming. But at the moment somebody is famous, television is approaching, radio is coming. So in the end I said to myself, in my shelf I have 10 years of constant choreographies, interviews and talks with her. And I said, nobody in Berlin or wherever in the world has so much intimate and wonderful, beautiful material. Imagine, I had 10 years of film material. So we watched about only 4 weeks, we just watched. And I said, Sasha, you have an impressive life. Let me do a portrait out of it. And they were completely d'accord.
In Berlin's Jewish Museum by architect Daniel Liebeskind, Sasha Waltz rehearses her project Dialogen 1999. It was a preliminary study for the work Körper, Bodies.
I discovered, when I watched all the material, I discovered this dramaturgical structure that space and architecture is so really very important for her. I think it was a historical moment in her life to leave a wonderful big theater like Schaubühne and to start a new place, a new career, and even a very new place in Berlin. Berlin has so many places for music and dance. We are not poor in these things. So it was daring and very courageous by Jochen to open the Radialsystem. And that was for me the moment to say, let's be with her in the opening. Let's film the first performance in this house and then stop. Because you can't go on. She's so creative. So I could go on forever. In the meantime, she has done 2 more operas, one in Paris and one here in Berlin. But I said to myself, with this step to the Radialsystem, I will stop filming. Hey, Takako.
You were filming?
Yeah, but film Takako. She's a hero for me. Hi, Takako.
So it's about documentation, about you or what?
It's about the film again. So it's about you and Sasha. And yeah, Sasha was here in the show today.
Yeah. Last time she saw.
Did you like it? Yeah. You did it. You did it. What I appreciated so much in Sasha's work was that in her early works, dance was funny. And normally dance was always so serious and always wanted to express existential, philosophical and human big problems. So I loved very much her mix of melancholy and humor. But when she gave birth to her first child, suddenly her mother died. So giving birth to a child and having lost her mother were so heavy cuts in her life, so deep experiences that from that moment on her work changed, but not from one piece to the next. It had something to do with being able to work in the Jewish Museum, which was built by Daniel Liebeskind, and he allowed her to work in the rooms of the museum when they were empty. So this empty space in Germany, in the Jewish Museum, influenced her work very much too. So that was like a switch from concrete work to abstract work. Maria, she's here. Yeah, she's in the film now too. Noch einmal.
Wie geht's dir?
Wie geht's dir? Gut. Er hat dich heute gesehen in deiner Show. Und Sascha war da.
Ja,
Sie sah sehr glücklich aus. Huh? He's doing an interview for Cinedans. That is a festival in Amsterdam, which will show our film.
Gut.
Good,
So,
I'm fine.
ich gehe mit meinem Freundin.
Alles Gute, Maria.
Ja, danke.
Alles Gute. Bis bald. Ciao.
Bis bald.